is James White. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check the job right there. Good job right there.
Here's White. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense, and the first drive they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 11.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tyrell Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you fact nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Wilson escapes the sack. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. D Ford dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Throwing is Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Pettis. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
They go play action with Wilson. Rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again.
Check, 1-3. Hey, 0.
On 3rd down, a run from White. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the 1st down in the process.
Here we go.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 6-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. This is Scarborough. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
21. Here we go. 21. 54. Hey, Delta. 54, Mike. Watch it back.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
11. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
6-0 our score after 1.
Here we go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
12, fellas. Here we go. Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
We got take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Mike, 190. Mike, 5-4. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Check 24. Patch it.
From the shotgun, Wilson staying on his feet. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Here's Brian Anger now, standing just about on his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Coleman. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Here we go, here we go. 21. Here we go. 54.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one, angling for the sideline.
Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Watch the curve.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space there. They elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. 3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
What's the run? They're running it.
Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Wilson. It's complete to Williams. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Aguilar has it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 23.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First down, here's White. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
On second and 11 now. Wilson. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Nick Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Now it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it second and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a third and 6. On third down, here's Coleman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it? The back end pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around.
Here comes Pettis on the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack, here's second and 11.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Here's Coleman. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
54 Mike.
Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Check.
Now Scarborough. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Coleman now. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On second down, it's Coleman. And an alley to run. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Right there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. It's caught by Aguilar. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, it's White. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
He'll find Metcalf. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be third down.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
On the toss, here's White. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
I feel like you and I could be in our... backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I never return punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
And down he'll go at the 25. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run. This is Scarborough. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives.
And a loose football. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
I got one.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I'm coming after you.
Opting to run again here with White. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. The 40. 30. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. James White. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for the Niners. 57 yards on the ground. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he coughed it up. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's
8 ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. D. Ford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. Elsewhere across the league, fourth quarter action in Los Angeles. And the Cardinals continuing to surge. They've scored again. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. They'll start things on first down with Bo Scarborough. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Give them a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On 3rd down, it's White, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for him with Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He's got a man. It's Williams. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
It's a gain of 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
So the victory here for San Francisco.
And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural. But
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for San Francisco, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Seattle, this season is beyond salvage.